Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 2 of Campfire Stories with Sasquatch. Today, I'm going to talk about a story about the tree in the road. The tree is not what you think it is, but I know it's going to be hard for you guys to believe, especially people that know me, that realize that once I was a tiny child. I mean, I'm 6'4" now, wear a size 14 shoe, and I'm big. They call me Sasquatch for a reason. But back in the day, in the early 70s, I was a small child that a small woman could pick up and just carry around on her hip. And that's the time period I'm going to talk to you about. It's when I was little. So it was an early fall morning. My dad and I had gotten up early that morning and driven about an hour to the hunting club so that we could go hunting. I don't know how much hunting he was going to do with a 4-year-old with him, but I mean, he was going to give it a shot anyway. So we met with several of the men at the clubhouse at the hunting club. They discussed the block of woods they were going to hunt, and they headed out. Well, of course, being 4 years old, I had to go to the bathroom just as soon as we decided we were going to go somewhere. So we were the last truck heading out into the club. So we came to an intersection and turned down this long dirt road that all the other trucks had gone down, and we saw a tree laying across the road. And it was a tree big enough that you wouldn't drive a truck across it. It had to be moved out of the road. My dad got on the CB radio and called to the other guys. He said, "Hey, Philip, did you come down the it's called the Dragline Road? Did you come down the Dragline Road?" Philip said, "Yeah, I just came down it just a few minutes ago." He said, "Was this tree laying across the road when you came down here?" He said, "No." And he said, "I'll come back and help you with it." Well, my dad was a big man too. He actually made me look small. I'm a little bit taller than my dad was by maybe an inch, but my dad was huge. My dad's hands were at least 1.5 sizes of mine. I could lay both of my hands inside the palm of my dad's hand, and it took that to cover it up. He had huge hands. So he said on the radio, he said, "Philip, no, I think I can move this thing right by myself. Y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do, and I'll be there in just a minute." So Dad told me to stay in the truck. And, I'm 4 years old. I'm jumping on the seat. I'm playing with the vent window on the door, and I'm looking around and doing everything except sitting still in the truck. I mean, it's just the way it is. So it's cool morning. There's a little mist in the air, a little bit of fog. Visibility's decent, but it's not great. You can't see the end of the dirt road that we're on from where we're at. So Dad gets out of the truck and starts walking towards the tree. And he got about 10 feet from the tree, and the tree lifted its head out of the ditch on the other side of the road. It wasn't a tree. It was a rattlesnake. And the rattle started going on the snake, and this snake picked its head up and looked at my dad. My dad ran back to the truck and grabbed a hunting tool made by Remington, 30-06, and propped up in the door, firing 2 shots, striking the snake. Then he got on the radio and he called the guys. He said, "Have you guys turned dogs loose yet? If you haven't, you need to come over here. This is not a tree, it's a snake, and it's the biggest snake I've ever seen in my life." So all the guys come over and everybody's amazed at it. They still won't let me out of the truck. I'm wanting to see it so bad, and They're walking the sides of the road looking into ditches to see if there's any more snakes this size. This snake was so big it could have swallowed me. This snake probably could have eaten a full-size deer. It was huge. So they wound up taking it back to the clubhouse and dressing the snake out. And the snake skin would cover a full-size truck bed. Now, a full-size truck bed at the time was 8 foot long and a little over 4 foot wide. You could put a 4x8 sheet of plywood in the back of the truck, close the tailgate. You wouldn't even know it was back there. So we're talking about a fairly large truck. The snake skin covered the back of the truck and hung off both sides and hung off the back. This snake was huge. So when people tell you that monsters are not real, they are. Monsters are real. That snake was monstrous. So if you guys are enjoying the stories, I'm trying to put a little spice in life. And if you're enjoying the stories, click the like button, click the share button, share them with your friends, share them with people you don't even like. Let's get them out there and let's get people watching them. I'm really doing my best to chronicle some things. I'm going to talk about stories that happened when I was a child. I'm going to talk about teenage years. I'm even going to delve into my time with the National Security Agency and with military intelligence a little bit. I have to stay on the unclassified side with those videos, but I'm going to do them. So I think it'll be interesting. You may like it, you may not. We'll see. But like and subscribe and help me out. Share it. Thanks. Goodbye.